Big surprise! Kyle Van Noy is officially a semifinalist for the Lombardi Award. So what else is new? More about the only independent in the running.
I'm Jake Edmonds. We have a huge showdown here in Madison, Wisconsin tomorrow. We'll let you know what you can expect come game time.
And breaking records, Cody Hoffman is on the verge of securing his place on top, and he only needs a handful of yards to become the best receiver in BYU's history. I'm Skylar Hardman.
And I'm Mary Blanchard. Grab your brats and cheese curds. It's time for the tube. It may be cold, but I'm still jealous those guys got to go out to Wisconsin.
Man, it's going to be a fun game, and if BYU gets the win, that would be so cool to be there.
That would be awesome. Well, let's toss it right on over to Wisconsin. Jake, what's going on up there?
Thanks, Mary. It is a cold one here in the Midwest as the Cougars get ready to take on Wisconsin. The Badgers coming into the game ranked number 24th in the country, looking to build on that success against BYU this weekend. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium. I'm Jake Edmonds alongside CougTube reporter Zach Brady. Zach, you cold yet?
Yeah, just a little bit.
It is freezing here. I should have worn gloves. So what can we expect from this game tomorrow?
Yeah, it'll be interesting. You got two teams. It'll be like a backyard brawl, kind of. I mean, Wisconsin, they give up less than 100 rush yards per game. BYU averages over 250 rush yards per game. So it'll be interesting to see the battle between the rush defense and the rush offense of the two teams.
So it'll be a little bit of a battle of juggernauts. Something's got to give, right?
Exactly.
So what about the offensive end for Wisconsin? Who's a player that we can expect to perform well this week?
So Wisconsin's rush defense is good, but their rush offense is also great too. They got two great running backs, but when they throw the ball, it's usually to Jared Abbrederis, who he came to Wisconsin as a freshman walk-on, who was actually a quarterback, who is now one of the top receivers in school history. This season, he's got 46 catches for 782 yards, 6 touchdowns, and averaging 17 yards per catch. So it'll be interesting to see BYU's secondary going up against Abbrederis when Wisconsin decides to throw the ball up over the top.
All right, we'll all be excited for that matchup. Thanks, Zach. And speaking of stellar receivers, BYU has one on the verge of yet another milestone. CougTube reporter Dave Neely tells us about our own Cody Hoffman.
Heaps into the end zone, has his man, touchdown! Cody Hoffman with the score.
That touchdown catch for Cody Hoffman against Florida State didn't mean too much for the Cougars as they went on to lose the game 34-10. But for a young wide receiver playing just his third collegiate game, it was the beginning of a great career.
It's happening right now in Tallahassee.
Little did we know at the time, but that catch and others early in his career put Hoffman on track to become one of the all-time great wide receivers in BYU history.
Oh, did he catch that? He did!
In this year's BYU game against Houston, Hoffman became the all-time reception leader for the Cougars. Less than 1 week later against Boise State, number 2 became number 1 on the all-time touchdown list.
I never really thought coming out of high school that I'd come to a major college like this and rewrite the record books.
If you're keeping score at home, that's 2 records down, 1 to go.
To complete the receiving record trifecta, Hoffman needs just 14 yards in tomorrow's game to become the all-time receiving yardage leader in BYU history.
It's a testament to his work ethic and, obviously how he's developed himself as a player every single week. So it's been a lot of fun to watch that unfold.
From BYU's campus, Dave Neely, CougTube.
Thanks, Dave. And while Hoffman will be aiming for that record, fellow receiver J.D. Falslev will be on the sidelines watching. J.D. sustained an injury during a team activity last week to his hand. BYU expects him to be out 3 to 4 weeks. Possible replacements for Falslev include Cody Hoffman, Eric Thornton, and Dallin Levitt. Now, BYU is in unfamiliar territory here in Big Ten country, having faced teams from the conference just 7 times in history. We welcome back CougTube reporter Zach Brady. Zach, how has BYU been against the Big Ten historically?
Well, honestly, Jake, they haven't done very good at all. Their overall record against the conference is 2-4-1, and that's something they'll hope to improve on tomorrow as they face off against the Badgers.
And the 16th Thrifty Car Rental Holiday Bowl is underway in San Diego.
BYU's last shot at a Big Ten team came when they lost to Ohio State in the 1993 Holiday Bowl. Tomorrow they get another chance at the conference when they square off against the Badgers of Wisconsin, something Coach Mendenhall wouldn't mind seeing more often.
It's a great fit. I like the focus on academics, and I like the matchup. I'd like to schedule more and more of the Big Ten teams. I think it's a great fit.
In their 2 years of football independence, BYU has defeated teams from the Pac-12, Big 12, ACC, and even the storied SEC. By adding a Big Ten team to that list, BYU has a chance to bring the program to new heights.
You know, anytime you go into a place where it's storied, if you will, you know, it's big-time college atmosphere. We're excited to go play, go show what we can do, and you know, give the game our best shot. And
the Badgers have won the Big Ten 3 years running and are a trendy pick to go to a BCS bowl game this year. Spencer Hadley knows the Cougs are in for a fight, but says his squad is up to the challenge.
And it's going to be a physical game. They're a good opponent, and if you can't get excited for that, then get out of here, you know what I mean?
The last time BYU played Wisconsin was in 1980 when the Cougars came up to Madison and delivered a 28-3 beatdown.
So we're hoping to have that same outcome this week.
Exactly.
All right, thanks, Zach. So obviously the stadium is empty now, but it'll fill up with around 80,000 fans come tomorrow. I had a chance to talk to a couple of those fans today, and they told me what to expect come game time. Madison, Wisconsin isn't the most bustling and busy city in the world, but come game day, it's one of the loudest and craziest venues around.
The game day experience here is awesome. The whole entire town gets into it. It's the alums, it's the people that work here, it's the students. The atmosphere is just crazy. If you walk down State Street, you won't see anybody not wearing a Wisconsin shirt.
Everyone who's in the city on game day is involved in game day.
Camp Randall Stadium is home to 80,000 fans on any given weekend during football season, and it's the blue-collar Midwestern attitude that makes Badger fans some of the wildest and craziest in the country.
I first came to a game when I was a junior in high school, and I was just blown away. I was like, oh my God, I can't even handle it. They're out of control all the time, screaming, cheering.
And jumping. One tradition at Camp Randall Stadium is to get crazy and jump around after the third quarter, making fans amped for the end of the game. Even head coach Bronco Mendenhall acknowledges this unique spectacle.
We just turned on music today, and we didn't have anybody jumping in our indoor facility, but maybe that'll be tomorrow.
So if the Cougars want to come away with a win this weekend, they'll not only have to be ready for the 22 Badgers they meet on the field, but the 80,000 in the stands as well. We had a chance to visit the stadium yesterday. The team was practicing, the lights were on, and you could already feel the atmosphere, and the stands were empty. So imagine tomorrow when these stands fill up what the atmosphere is going to be like. So we welcome back in Zach Brady. Zach, what do the Cougars need to do to win this game, bottom line?
Well, Jake, the first thing they got to do is stop the run. Wisconsin averages 287 rush yards per game, good enough for 10th in the country. BYU is going to have to play solid assignment football to shut that down. Second thing, limit Jared Abbrederis. We already talked about what a good receiver he is, one of the best in the school's history. Look for BYU to bring a safety over the top, help out Mike Haig, Sky Pove, and Rob Daniel. Double team Abbrederis at times to limit him going over the top. And the third is crowd control. This place is crazy, it's loud. BYU's gonna have to get off to a quick start and then create turnovers and capitalize off those turnovers. BYU is actually 6-0 on this season when they score a touchdown in the first quarter. So if BYU can do that, look for good things to happen here in Madison.
Okay, great. Lofty goals, but hopefully the Cougars come out with the win. Thanks, Zach. All right, well, that'll do.
Thanks, Jake.
I'm Jake Edmonds, and Mary, all there's left to do now is play the game.
Thanks, Jake. Stay warm.
Obviously, an important player in tomorrow's game will be linebacker Kyle Van Noy. KVN is turning plenty of heads with his playmaking ability, and he found himself in the running for 2 more awards this week. The Rotary Club named Van Noy a semifinalist for the Lombardi Award, along with other big names like Jadeveon Clowney and Anthony Barr. The Rotary Lombardi Award is given annually to the best lineman or linebacker in college football. Van Noy is also a new finalist for the NCAA's Senior Class Award.
Sunny San Diego is back on the Cougar radar. Athletic Director Tom Homo has negotiated a deal that will send our boys in blue back to the scene of the 1980 Miracle Bowl. It's not the Holiday Bowl, but the San Diego County Credit Union Poinsettia Bowl. It will be where the Cougars play a team from our old Mountain West Conference in 2016 and 2018 if we're bowl eligible and not headed into the playoffs. It's at the same stadium where we also won the 1984 National Championship.
Hopefully if we play in San Diego enough, we'll get some of that national championship vibe back. When CougTube returns, True Blues, men's basketball has some hidden talent that they're not about to hide under a bushel this season.
And kickers killing it. The women's soccer team is on a roll, smashing through opponents like a wrecking ball. Miley's got nothing on them. Stay with us.